All right. So we're here. Let's see. Last stream of the week, guys. Join me live on Twitch right now. And come say hi. Fix It Friday. Come hang out. And let's chat. Sorry, just... This is me messing with my sound notifications on my phone. Last stream of the week, guys. Fix It Friday. Come hang out. Say hi. And I'm live right now. Come chill. Fix It Friday. Got some projects to do and some stuff to talk about. So come and check us out. Not the best promo video, but it is what it is. Say hi. And I'm live right now. Come chill. Fix It Friday. Got some projects to do and some stuff to talk about. So come and check us out. Last stream of the week, guys. Fix It Friday. Come hang out. Say hi. And I'm live right now. Come chill. Fix It Friday. Got some projects to do and some stuff to talk about. So check us out. Last stream of the week, guys. Fix It Friday. Come hang out. Say hi. And I'm live right now. Come chill. Fix It Friday. Got some projects to do and some stuff to talk about. So almost there.
This is not the end, she says. She's drenched in
Billy, is that another fucking
Whoa. Last stream of the week, guys.
You laugh and say, good God, are you crazy without enough? What's wrong with black broken glass in your
And last one, the obligatory Twitter. Hey, Andrea, how's it going? Sorry, I'm just sending out all the tweets and stuff and making sure everybody knows I'm live. Should have done this beforehand, but I got sidetracked. The ADHD mind. All right. I should say a disclaimer. I don't know what music is on this playlist. It's through a streaming service that's supposed to be DMC friendly. Pretzel.rocks. This is my absolute first time using them, so I don't know. But if you hear something you like, let me know, and I'll, go back to it or whatever. I have ADHD choices when it comes to my music, so sometimes I get bored, sometimes I just switch stuff out and whatever, so So today is Fix It Friday. So I have some projects that I've been waiting to do. There's small time things, just some things that need to be worked on around the house. And I plan on doing this more IRL in the future because of the nature of it. I have a lot of stuff around the house to fix up and stuff like that. So I figured that's the best way to do it. But for today, the easiest setup that I can come up with is this. And I don't have a whole lot of time, unfortunately. So I'm going to be fixing some drawers. I'm going to be fixing, maintaining my kid's air purifier, and just kind of rocking and rolling, see what we do. My day is going well, just streaming, hanging out in case someone wants to talk. Been a slow day. Yeah, most people are ending their week and, kind of getting into that weekend flow. So, I unfortunately am starting my work week tonight, so that's why I have to do kind of a shorter stream. My computer is acting like my microphone's like blowing out the sound, so if it's too loud, let me know. But yeah, I start working my overnight tonight, so I take a couple hours nap in between, and I go in tonight from 8 to 8. Thank you. So, how's your week been going besides? I kind of was able to stop in on your stream a little bit yesterday, but I usually, unfortunately, can't hang out for long because of, I have two kids that are home currently. One is off to school and, getting everything ready for their day and cleaning and doing all the daytime stuff that I typically do, and client work and whatever. So I was there, just not really able to talk much and comment much. I feel so bad about when I join somebody's stream because, I'm a big community player, but I don't often have the time to, chat a lot. And especially it's on my phone, so sometimes I don't even, it doesn't even go through properly, you know what I mean? So, got my little dog cam down here, too. Make sure it sees him. Yeah, it's good. I remember when the lockdown started lifting a little bit. Let me see if I can move this a little bit closer to where it'll be working. Thank you. He's a Maltese Shih Tzu breed. I remember when the lockdowns first started, coming to an end, and we were kind of integrating ourselves back in society, and it was kind of an interesting, interesting situation, I would say. To kind of reaccustom ourselves and get used to everything, This wasn't the best place to start doing this, I suppose. My microphone's mounted on my desk. So all I'm doing is some basic fix-it work today. I don't have my wood glue, unfortunately. So the best thing that I have is Gorilla Glue pen. Hopefully it'll do the trick. I'm usually big on wood glue when I'm fixing my wooded projects. Where do you live that you're back in lockdown mode? As far as I know, I live on in New York, on Long Island, so we haven't experienced too much of that yet. We're still kind of playing it safe, but this will set up nice. Not like a master woodworker, but I like to at least clean it up to make it look as good as I can. But with this type of glue, it kind of sucks. Oh yeah, I heard rumors that they were going to try to start doing that around here, but I don't believe they instituted that yet. But like with my job, like you know, wherever I've been this week, they haven't had a problem with it. I've dropped my son off at school a couple of times, and they haven't had a problem with me not being masked and such. And where did I just put that clip? But I heard that they were going back to that. My son's school, matter of fact, there was a huge debate, and the school refused to comment on it as to whether or not they were going to make the students wear masks, and you know what they were going to do for the rules, what they were going to do for when the students came back, basically. And they just kind of left it up to the CDC. They didn't take any responsibility for, you know, whatever, because the rulings change a lot, you know. Hopefully this will do the trick. I have kind of a really janky setup with how I'm doing this. I'm sure you hear a lot of gonging and banging around and stuff. I apologize. Maybe we'll just leave it standing for a while. So how's your stream going today? How long have you been going for? I'll be right back. I got some glue on the table. Three hours and 10 minutes or 3 minutes and 10 seconds? I'm guessing it's 3 hours and 10 minutes. I think I got an alert a while ago that you got on.
Don't you wait to come back. 'Cause I've been gone a long time and you never knew. You buried the house.
My desk is slowly gaining some clutter.
You can't see it starting over again. And no one we know is wrong, but we're not quite set in time. Tell me if you're awake. Can I talk to you again? Tell me what's this.
That's cool. I do have a Discord account. I'm not sure how to set like any of the servers or anything up for like streaming purposes yet, so I have yet to initiate that. But my goal for the week was to fix the sound issue with being able to hear music in my stream and getting that functioning properly. So check. I like it. But I think the Discord, I'm going to look it up, you know, over the weekend and see what I can do and, you know, run with that, because I love Discord. I love the service itself, and there's a lot of benefit to having, you know, a Discord network, especially since it's mobile now and you can use voice chat over the phone and stuff. It's awesome. This drawer does not want to stay still. This is like a drawer to how do I explain it? It's like one of those old train table sets that you know, like it's a big coffee table sized table, and you know, you get like wooden trains with it or whatever, and you have like a whole little town with like a little lake and train tracks on it and stuff, and we put the wooded train tracks. But you know, my kids beat on stuff, obviously, so this drawer is one of the innocent victims. I'm just trying to make it stable enough to survive a little bit. It's not going in for any particular reason. I'm hoping so far that I don't have to break out the drills. It's a little more into it than I want to get. So have you run into anything this week that you've been looking to work on, or in the spirit of Fix It Friday? I didn't know what else to really theme this day, but I thought it was an interesting concept, being that, you know, most people are coming off of their work weeks or getting into their work weeks, and you've experienced most of the week already, and kind of, you know, like for me, I know that there are a couple days throughout the week, like I noticed there's issues that need to be fixed with something, and I feel like I need a solid day to kind of institute, like, making a plan for that stuff, you know. And I know working with my hands kind of helps my brain function with that stuff a little bit better. There we go. Did you work? Are you in? I think it's in. Victory. That's alright. That doesn't need to be something that's always, you know, focused on or whatever. There's continuous growth just as much as there is any other kind of growth, you know? I think mainly this week I've just kind of been focused on, you know, being more attentive to my kids, especially. It's such a crazy transition week for them, you know, going to school, and my second son's going to be starting school soon, and you know, their mom went back to work full time, and she's got like 16 different job titles at her job, and on top of that, she's also a volleyball coach. So this is her season now for the female players, and so just things are a little bit nuts all over the place, you know. So I think my main thing was just kind of, you know, helping everybody through the week, and kind of getting my stream going and starting really focusing on the goals and the aspirations that I have, you know. There's a lot of stuff that I put on hold for quite some time, and I think it's just time to capitalize on whatever time I do get to work on those goals, you know. We'd actually have been working on some stuff for the past year or so, but I'm not sure you want me talking about it on stream. Trying to become a better ally to people of color. Yeah, I noticed that on your you can listen, my stream is open, I don't mind. You know, unless it's like, you know, a bunch of hate speech or, like, you know, talking anybody else down, which you don't do, I know that. But that's the only thing I don't allow on my channel. But yeah, you could talk about whatever you want. We're pretty open, you know. I don't really care personally. It's not, you know, something that offends me or anything like that. So that's the point of what I have these separate days for, just to have open conversation and chat and talk, and, you know, get to know people a little bit better, see if I can help anybody else, and use my multitude of skills to kind of bring enlightenment to anybody else's life, you know. And I noticed you had the Black Lives Matter support stuff on your Twitch stream, I think it was, the other day. So that looks pretty good. It's dirty, but I don't care. I don't think I have enough glue to, like, fully, you know, hammer everything down, but it's screwed in where it needs to be. Just add a couple more screws for safety, and we'll be set. star screws. Oh no. That's understood. I don't think anybody else is really, as unbiased or, as, I don't know what the proper word is, but as they really think they are. I think everybody really has the potential to grow beyond where they are at any given point in time. So you're putting the effort in and you're making that acknowledgement of what you're doing and what you feel like you need to do. So that's the important part, really, is you're working on it, And I think any sort of progress is a positive stride in the right direction. I'll be right back in one. I'm going to be right over in this side just looking for the proper screws. I thought these were it. Sorry about that. Do you mind if I ask how you feel that your bias was there? You don't have to share if you're not comfortable or whatever. I'm completely open. The area where I come from, upstate New York, was more biased than I realized, and it took me a long time to understand that until I moved down to closer to the city area, where you're exposed to a lot more personalities and lifestyles and, people from different walks of life. And, coming from up there, I thought I had seen a lot of different things. And then I met a lot of people down here who have kind of blessed me with knowledge and information about just a little bit of everything, And so I just took it in and kind of, ran with it,
I wanna make sound. I wanna change everything.
If this isn't... what did I do? I thought I turned it off. I'm sorry. If this isn't your type of music style, by the way, let me know and I'll change it. If it's anything that bothers you, I want everybody to feel comfortable, I'm kind of a little bit of everything. The only thing I can't really stand is a whole lot of country. But even then, I make exceptions, and it's only because my wife plays it all the time. And my mind gets very bored and starts shutting it out. I'm a little bit ignorant to the terminology. What is POC? Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, there was where I was growing up, but they were all kind of, I would say, put into a bottleneck because there weren't a whole lot of different communities of people of color. There were mostly just like they would either consider themselves like African American or Jamaican. But down here, I met so many different people from so many different backgrounds, like I said, that it was really like an enlightening process to learn about all of the different, areas that I didn't know about. So it's a good thing it's definitely a good thing to work on. I think some people that aren't used to openness have taken offense to me a little bit, where
I don't mind talking about anything. I can talk about literally anything, and you know, rare things will bother me. You know, there are rare things I won't want to talk about, but you know, I ask a lot of questions only because I'm that interested and I want to get to know like what's going on in your mind. What's, you know, where does your family come from? Where does everything, you know, like tell me about your culture and your people. And, you know, I think at first glance it seems like I'm being judgmental or whatever, but people just aren't used to like my level of excitement about learning about different cultures and stuff. I wasn't raised to be biased. I never realized that I was. Haven't been exposed to the culture of the people. I learned everything I know from TV. And that's, yeah, I agree with that. It's a very judgmental exposure when you get exposed by TV first, which I was. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It was like I said, eye-opening. It's definitely a big learning experience. And I wasn't raised to be biased. I was raised to be all-inclusive. It was just that the area that I was from was so small-minded in that sense because we weren't exposed to that many people, you know? And you know, I think like my mom would always tell me, be accepting, be loving, you know, don't judge, don't this and that. But then like I would still notice that like around certain groups of people, or not even of color, just people in general, like, you know, people in skaterish clothes, or, you know, guys with necklaces, and you know, she would kind of like tighten her purse and just hold on. And I was like, I don't want to live life like that. I don't want to live life afraid of everybody and not being able to trust anybody, you know? So I kind of stuck my neck out a little bit and like got to start to learn people, you know, almost aggressively in a way, like not, you know, angrily aggressively or whatever, but like just the excitement to learn about who they are and what they do, you know. That's relative. That line in that song right there, I don't know if you caught it. He said, "I just want to ride my bike, because I don't want to be alone." I opted out of hanging out with people a lot in my childhood because ADHD child, like learning how to associate with other people was very tiring, and it was exhausting, you know, spiritually, mentally, and so a lot of times I would just opt to be by myself, and that's one thing I used to do. I used to ride my bike a lot through. We called it a clay pond, but it was like a rock quarry that was by my house, and it had these hills and stuff that we could ride up, and it was surrounded by like trees and nature, and it had two big like man-made ponds, you know, just holes in the ground that collected rainwater. And I used to go back there all the time with just music and just hanging out and, you know, just vibing on nature itself. It was good. It was good. You know, it was good mental rewind. Not rewind, like mental slowing process for me. I'm not autistic as far as I know. I was diagnosed with ADD as a kid, or well, I should say ADD, ADHD, and OCD. You know, a lot of people don't really see it when they first meet me because I become so accustomed to controlling it and hiding it and whatever. But I've been kind of in this process of accepting, you know, the better parts about that, and I've been doing a lot of research on it and kind of really coming to terms with everything that's happened over the years, you know. And that's a part of why I decided to start the channel like I did, because I want to kind of bring that knowledge of everything that I've learned and incorporate it into my life to other people and hopefully help somebody else, you know. Yeah, I would watching and befriending black streamers here on Twitch. I have actually found a lot of cool streamers. One of them that I like, his name is Okadrian. OKAY DRIAN, I think. But if you look him up, you'll see him. But he's like a streamer that he's funny, but he bases himself off of not being that great at games. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and then don't know that about me. And then when I have issues of any kind or start to feel like too emotional or whatever about it, my wife is very aware of it. But until I tell them that, then they're kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with the medications when I was growing up. Because when you're ADHD as well, you can have a lot of the alternate effects of medications, like stimulants would calm you down. So I was on like a lot of Ritalin as a kid. And fun fact, the doctor told me it stunted my growth. He said I'm supposed to be 7 foot tall right now, and I'm 6'5". I could have been a basketball player. But yeah, not a lot of people know that about me. But then when I start talking about it, you can see the look on their face, like, oh, Yeah, Ritalin is trash. This was I want to say like mid to late 90s. I took it for a while too. I think I took it from like 5 to 11, 12-ish, something like that. But there was, like we talked about the other day, there was a lot of antipsychotics and antidepressants and stuff like that I would take that would end up just making me more angry or whatever. So I was kind of forced into not being able to rely on medications in general. I gotta go out and get more screws. I'm actually disappointed in myself. I used to have like a collection of screws, and then one day I got tired of having said collection, and I was like, I really need to clean this up a little bit, and apparently I just got rid of most of them. Yeah, the same. And even if somebody believes that medication is the key, that's their prerogative. I would never talk against that. The only thing I can say about medication in general is just what I experienced in my past. But I know it does work for some people. Some people need it forever. Some people need it therapeutically. That's not something for me to judge. What I have found a lot through like my integrative nutrition training was I kind of I want to say self-medicated with the diets and stuff like that, but I kind of like initiated the programs that they train us in to help other people with their diet, nutrition, and lifestyle changes and stuff like that. And I kind of used them on myself a lot, and it definitely brought a different light on what I was experiencing. They were talking about like even the association between your mind, your body, and your spirit, and what dietarily could affect your mentality because it's not working right in your body and like that type of thing. So I've done a lot to like restructure how my diet is in general, and it's like without even trying, I've lost at least 50 pounds since I think 5 months ago maybe. And it's been just a mental ride this whole time. It's been like psycho crazy, and I've just been focusing really hard on making sure that established connection is there so that I can in the moment correct what I'm needing to address, you know what I mean? And really that kind of awareness is what's kind of been helping me out for the most part. For me, medication was literally a lifesaver. I will need my antipsychotics forever, but I'm not miserable all day. Yeah, and that's the important part, you know. Yes, I used to see a naturopath, diet, exercise, proper supplements. Yeah, yeah. And there was a lot of scientific research about, not that it was like a causal thing, but a correlation between people with ADHD and candida overgrowth, which I have had, you know, it's like having to do with your microbiome and such, you know, and what foods can trigger it, what foods can make it worse, and whatever. And you know, it's just interesting to find out like these different correlations with like the natural holistic way to address them, you know. And people think like when I do holistic stuff that like I just kind of listen to like meditation music all day and meditate and that's it. But obviously you hear me listening to rock and metal in the background, and I have chains and jewelry and nail polish on and all that stuff, and you know, it's hard to categorize me like that. And playing video games, I should say, too. Good for you. Thank you for making those changes. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was that, or just keep letting myself go crazy, you know. And there's still moments where things come up, and I now have the tools in place to be able to reverse and dissect those moments and find out really what's going on. It might not be food related. It might be only stress related. And, you know, from there, I have like 3 separate journals for different purposes that I use. That I literally, one's like a rage journal, one's like, or an emotional journal, I should say. And, you know, it just gives me the ability to go back and look at these situations and be like, okay, now I see. Now that my head is empty and I have a clearer mindset, now I see, you know? I'm trying to not gong the wood on the table. And good for you for finding what works for you, too. You know, the most important thing to any successful transition like that is happiness, you know? You have to pursue things that make you happy, and whether that is helped with medication or whether it's otherwise, it doesn't matter as long as it makes you happy, you know? Sure, no problem. Enjoy it. Oops. I didn't realize this one screw was in like upside down and backwards. Gotcha. Well, that's strange. Why was that put in like that? It's supposed to guide it. Okay. I don't have a shorter screw. I will be right back. Message that will never send. You spend a lifetime looking back, trying not to complain. You don't believe in destiny, but tell me, do you believe in fate? Well, alright. I don't have a screw that'll fit this properly. So my only thing is going to have to be... And if you come back, I'd like to pretend that I have changed. place. I really don't like using glue that much, but yeah, let that dry. One more, I think.
And I am nervous, I'm sweating so badly. I want so badly for you to think I'm interesting. And I am lonely, there's no lying there. Say it's okay that you really don't care. And I'm imagining my hands on your hips and your lips on my lips, and we'll just go from there.
Gross.
Lying in my bed, you admit that you are not the kind of girl who
That's awesome.
does this.
That's the goal. You know what I mean?
Don't want that, well just don't call me again. I am shaking in your presence, and I am watching you get dressed. I'll walk you downstairs at the
These are
front door
different
to your
ones.
car, hoping that someday I will see
Yeah.
you again. I hope I see you again.
We live in an old house, so I'm changing the air purifier filter on my kids. My kids, the filter for my kids' air purifier, and it just surprises me the amount of stuff that it catches. Yeah, but that's the goal, you know. And you were able to trial it out and find something. That's the positive side of it, really, you know. I also have to get the light fixture out of there.
4 days later and still no call. I guess you really didn't find me interesting at all. And my sweater is salty with tears. I'm in my room thinking about.
Did you have to transition through like a lot of different medications, or was it kind of
I don't think I'm over it.
quick?
Write you a love song, but I don't think that you would get it. No, you probably wouldn't get it.
I know I had to transition. I transitioned through a lot over the years. Like when I quit taking Ritalin, it was because I told my mom. I said, listen, you know, it was again when I was like 11 or 12. I said, you know, I explained to her that it made me feel like I was stuck, like I was a cardboard box, and my real personality was stuck inside, but it just couldn't get out. You know. Was on an antipsychotic that actually made me psychotic. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. And luckily they're not all like that, you know. Luckily, you know, you can pretty much find something that's going to help you out.
I can't say where or when. It's been so long now since I've been
You know,
with
these little lice you have to be really delicate with.
right anymore. I'm tired of this
And then
night.
label up.
I'm tired of always missing pieces.
There we go. Nice. Yeah, I think I told you the other day about the situation that I ran into where, you know, I had to tell the doctor, listen, You know, I wasn't able to finish sexually, and like everything else worked fine, just not able to get there. You know, and I was like, Doc, this is gonna drive me crazier than anything else. But I found that a lot of my issues stemmed from holding myself back in a lot of ways. I found that's where most of my issues came from. And that's why, like, I started just making more of a mental effort to just want to make sure that's in. Just making more of a mental effort to be myself and be legitimate to myself, and not, because it's a kind of side effect of, or it's a personality trait of people with ADHD to kind of find ways to, like, you know, get to know a group of people. I feel great. The only side of my spectrum is that I'm immune to hallucinogenics. Filters, and the filter is broken, but I think that the filter being broken is what makes me feel better, though I'm asking. Yeah, and that's weird that you said that. That's synchronicity right there. Because, like, what I would put on this personal filter, which was like showing the sides of me that would associate with this group, and then I'd switch up and I'd be, you know, what this group thought I should be and whatever. And I used to call it like being a chameleon, but I didn't realize how detrimental it was to my mental health to be doing that. And to me, it was just like, oh, this is what these guys find appropriate, you know? And now I'm just kind of like, I'm just riding the wave of myself and just being my truest self, you know? And that's made the biggest difference mentally. Because just like you, like when I hold back on that stuff, even my health coaching, when I was starting my career, I was like, okay, so I don't think I can like curse and do all that stuff. And now I'm like, listen, fuck it, man. Like if it's how you talk or what you want to express, and there's emotion behind it, then you need to let that out. You can't just let that stuff build up. And the same thing was happening all over with my whole personality, you know? This filter was dirty. Wonder if I have another light. I think I have to pick one up. So yeah, like I said, this air filter is in my kids' room, and we have an old house, and the AC is central AC. It was put in specially from that time, but then like different parts of the house were put on, and a bunch of stuff was like after the fact, and they never upgraded like the AC system to work with everything else. So yeah, there's a lot of blocked AC units. There's a lot of dirty stuff that eventually it like we looked it up, and it's going to be like $7,000 to get the whole system fixed and upgraded. So we're just kind of biding our time for now until we can afford it a little better. Works. Remember, there's something you have to do with this house is insane. So start the fucking plane. There you go. It works. Cool. Good. I got done just in time. I'm gonna take one more look at another drawer that I have to fix, and see what I think it needs, because I don't think I have the right screws for it. And then from there, I'm probably gonna get going. I was aiming to end stream about 3 o'clock, just because I I have to sleep for a couple hours, and I go in tonight. So, yeah, I definitely wanted to take time out to get on and, you know, hang out and stuff like that too. So let me just get 1 second. I'm gonna go get that drawer and see what I can do with it. I'll be right back.
I should have never come to this place. I think that I have made a mistake. I tried so hard and I got so far, but I should have never come to this place. This house is insane, so start the fucking plane. I need to get away. And I'm feeling so betrayed. This was your idea in the first place. I have nothing more to say. Hey, hey, hey. Call me up on the phone, but it's
All right.
getting late, and I kinda just wanna go home.
Yeah, this is like
You say
old
I
IKEA
spend
furniture
too
with like
much
staples on it, so I might have to
time
hold this one off.
There's this
But I'll
place,
see if I
there's
can at
gonna be a
least
party. You should come out and you should join me.
It doesn't even have like an indent to hold on.
Rebecca's gonna be there. So I breathe in slow and I let it out. My tongue is swollen bad and it is
You know
sticking
what?
to the roof of my mouth. You ask if I'm gonna come and I say, when can you pick
I think
me
I'm gonna
up?
have to drill into this.
It was the best damn party that I've ever been to. I wanna get
Yeah, I don't have the right screws for this.
all my favorite tunes. The least 10 girls to every
Alright, well, at least I know for next time. I gotta stop overflowing my drawers. Yeah, so if there's nothing else that you know you want to talk about or anything, I'm also planning on I'm starting to clean up so I can wrap things up here. But I'm also planning on, you know, getting a little bit more in tune with or getting my stuff together more with, you know, promoting my stream and like getting more ideas. So Andrew, if you have any ideas of either games you want to play, stuff you want to talk about, things that you know want to see me do, I have Mental Magic Mondays, which I play Magic the Gathering, I play Pokemon, and I'm also you know, so that was my opportunity to like go through my cards and kind of talk about the cards and talk about mental tricks and stuff like that we use to kind of get through the everyday and kind of, you know, be like a mental release day almost. Since it's the start of most people's week, it's the end of my work week, and you know, just to kind of collaborate and share some ideas and stuff like that. But I also was thinking of doing like some kind of puzzly games, anything to get your mind going a little bit. But you know, usually not a stressful day. Tuesdays are the day that me and you met, the Try Hard Tuesday, where I try to get better at any games that I'm terrible at, and you know, we talk about things that we're looking to improve or having a hard time with, and might need a little bit of suggestion or something to talk about. You know, everything that I do on here, I want to make sure it's not just video game based. It's real. It's going to be real life streams. It's going to be a lot of different things coming up in the future. And the biggest thing that I want to make known is that, you know, like the things that I've said here today, my community is going to be rich with communication and talking and sharing things. And it's going to be a welcoming place of love and acceptance. And, you know, the only thing that's not allowed is hate and putting anybody down of any type, like that sort of stuff. Wednesday was Wacky Wednesday, so the idea was anything that's kind of bugging you out, or anything that's it's usually a roller coaster day for everybody, I like to call it. It's usually like you're either coming off your work week and then working into your weekend, or you're coming off of your weekend and working into your week or whatever. So, depending on where you're at, it's just a place for you to kind of mind explode and let everything go, and let loose and talk about it. We play some wacky games, we do some wacky stuff, so I'm always looking for suggestions on that. Last time I played Portal 2 just because I like the humor in the game. It's very sarcastic and very cutthroat kind of sarcastic, but I think it's hysterical. And then Thursday was Throwback Thursday yesterday, where I talked about some memories of mine, and the community is also welcome to share memories of their past, things that made them happy, positive stuff, and play some old school games, or even board games maybe of some type. But there's going to be a lot coming in the future. This was my first week. I feel like this has been a pretty successful week for everything that I've accomplished and figured out and got done with the streaming. And I will definitely be around next week. The only day I will not be around, because I made the mistake when I started my job at the ER, was to take all of the holidays except for Christmas. So I have to work Monday. That's it. So I will not be streaming this coming Monday, but Tuesday following up with that, I will be streaming. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. So if I don't talk to you by then, have a great holiday. If it's something you celebrate. If it's not, have a great day in general, weekend. And definitely follow me on my socials. If you want to check out my health coaching stuff, I'm going to be altering my pricing on the website and the packages that they involved, and kind of simplify things a little bit. They're a little abstract right now. I haven't been able to address that in a while, and my availability has changed a lot. So I'm going to be changing stuff with that. But the socials for that are BAL Vitality LLC at Twitter. It's Balancing Vitality LLC on Instagram and Facebook, and you could probably find me on LinkedIn as well, I think. If not, it's just my regular name, Joshua Bernstein. And all my links to everything health coaching wise are on there. And Polymathic Dad on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, and here on Twitch as well. So it's been great. Andrea, thank you for coming out and having such great conversation yet again. I always look forward to chatting with you. If I can be interactive at all on your streams in the upcoming future, I definitely will be. But like my schedule is so crazy, and I might be watching a stream while I'm at the ER and just doing 100,000 different things. I'm just there for support. I might not be able to chat or whatever, but I am there in spirit. And same thing goes for during the day. I might be running around chasing all my kids or whatever, but I'm there. I'm listening. I'm hearing it. I just can't really interact with the phone or whatever. So it's been a great week. I have a great weekend, and I will talk to all of you guys next week, Tuesday, 1:30. I'm going to aim for 1, but I'm going to say it's 1:30. Have a good weekend.